Two friends, two voices, one unforgettable conversation. One brings the story, one brings the laughter. Together, they bring heart, hope, and a whole lot of fun. From Guyana to the world, they're serving up wisdom with a smile, lessons with laughter, and conversations that leave you thinking long after the show is over. So grab your tea, grab your coffee, or grab your pepper sauce if you're feeling brave. Because you're about to spend the best part of your evening with two women who keep it real, keep it honest, and always keep it interesting. Welcome to Chit Chat with Pat and Jackie, where every laugh has a lesson, every story has a purpose, and every conversation leaves a lasting impact. Chit Chat with Pat and Jackie, where friends become family, stories become lessons, and laughter becomes medicine. Hello, hello. Hi, good evening again. Tonight we have Chit Chat with Pat and Jackie. But guess what? Jackie is having fun tonight. She is at a relative's house and she is having fun, so she will not make it tonight. But the show must go on. And consistency is the key to success. So I am taking up the mantle, and tonight I'm presenting by myself. Chit Chat with Pat and Jackie. All right, come on. Welcome, welcome, everybody. So tonight on Chit Chat with Pat and Jackie, our topic is the hidden habits that shape your future. For those who are watching for the first time, my name is Patricia Peters, and I am the host on this show as well. And Jackie was my co host, but she's not here, as I mentioned. And I hope she's having a good time. And looking back at this later tonight, she's like, Pat, you can handle this. All right. So I know I can do this, right, guys? So if you keep tuning in, following me, watch me every day, I can bring you wonderful, amazing topics, life learning lessons, motivational talks, help you get discipline in life, and help you to create a legacy for your future. So, the hidden habits that shape your future. I'm going to share my part tonight, and the part that normally me and Jackie would have shared, like half of the program is business, and the other half is about how we grew up in Guyana. And I'll leave that part for next week when she shows up. So, the future isn't only shaped by the big decisions you make, it's shaped by the little things you repeat when nobody is watching. And that's the secret. That's the secret sauce for the way we become, the way our results show on us, right? So let me welcome each and every one of you tonight. A very good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, to everyone across the globe. Welcome to another wonderful evening of Chit Chat with Pat and Jackie. Jackie is not here, it's just Pat tonight. This is the place where we come together to have real conversations about life, business, family, growth, culture, and everything in between. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you're part of our regular Chit Chat family, we are so happy to have you here. So come on in, say hello in the comments, tell us where you're watching from. Don't forget to like, share, and invite someone to watch the conversation and join the conversation because you never know who needs to hear tonight's message. I am Patricia, and my co host is not here. And yes, I'm going to go straight to the topic, the hidden habits that shape your future. And now I would have said, Jackie, take it away, but Jackie is not here. So let me ask you a question tonight. I always ask a question, right? If you know me by now, I love to ask questions. What if I told you that your future is being created right now, not by one big decision, but by the tiny things you do every single day? The first thing you do when you wake up, and listen carefully, guys. Take the Listen carefully, guys. The first thing you do when you wake up, What if I told you that your future is being created right now? Not by one big decision, but by the tiny things you do every single day. The first thing you do when you wake up, what you tell yourself when something goes wrong. Whether you finish what you start, whether you spend 1 hour learning or 1 hour scrolling, whether you spend whether you save a little or spend everything, whether you follow up or say I'll do it tomorrow. These things seem small, but small things repeated consistently eventually become big results. The scary part is that some of the habits shaping our future are so small that we don't even realize they're habits. The habit of I'll do it tomorrow. How many times have you said, I'll start Monday? I'll make the call tomorrow. I'll post later. I'll start saving next month. I'll work on my dream when life settles down. But Monday comes and there's another Monday. Tomorrow comes and there's another tomorrow. Procrastination doesn't always look like laziness. Sometimes it looks like waiting for the perfect time. And here's the problem: the perfect time rarely comes. For entrepreneurs, this is especially important. You don't have a boss standing over you saying, Patricia, did you post today? Jackie, did you follow up? When you work for yourself, you have to become accountable to yourself. Your future can be delayed by a habit as simple as constantly saying later. Number two, the habit of consuming more than you create. Here is one everybody can relate to. You pick up your phone to answer one message, then you see a notification, then a video, then another video, then somebody's vacation pictures. Next thing you know, 45 minutes gone. And I'm laughing because I do this all the time. There's nothing wrong with enjoying social media, but entrepreneurs have to ask, am I using this platform or is this platform using me? Right? Like when my husband tell me, you're the boss of the car and the car is not the boss of you. If you're building something, you can't spend all your time watching everybody else build theirs. Before you consume for an hour, ask yourself, what have I created today? A post, a video, a conversation, a follow up, a new connection? Your phone can be your greatest distraction or one of your greatest business tools. For me, it's my business tool. Same phone, different habit, different future. Number three, the habit of how you talk to yourself. There is one hidden, this one is hidden because nobody else hears it. I am too old. I am not smart enough. I'm not good with technology. Nobody's watching me. This isn't working. Everybody else is doing better than me. If you repeat something long enough, eventually you start believing as though it's true. So change the conversation. Instead of saying, I don't know how, try. Try this. I don't know how yet, but I can learn. Instead of saying, I failed, try this out. I found one way that didn't work. Entrepreneurship requires you to protect your mindset because there will be days when nobody applauds you. You have to learn how to encourage yourself before the results arrive. Number four, the habit of showing up when when you don't feel like it. As soon as I saw the message, Jackie said, Pat, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to be here today. I want to drop bollocks and run. But my husband is blasting music in the backyard. I can hear it. I can hear the house vibrating. Um, I didn't drop bollocks and run. I took up the mantle and I said, if this week she doesn't show up, and the following week she doesn't show up, or the next week she doesn't show up, I will still do this show because I'm capable. I can handle stuff. When my partners are not around, I can take up the mantle. So this is where dreams are separated from results. The habit of showing up when you don't feel like it. Anybody can show up when they're excited. But what happens when you're tired? I've been experiencing that lately. Right now, I'm very tired. When you're discouraged, when your post gets 3 likes, when nobody buys into your business, when life is happening at home, your husband is in a bad mood, your kids are cranky, bills are piling up, all kinds of stuff happening, right? When you don't feel motivated, that's when consistency becomes powerful. Like today, I'm showing up. There's a saying, what we are what we repeatedly do. If you keep doing stuff, you're going to become that. If you keep being lazy, you're going to become that. If you keep being sitting on the couch, you're going to be a potato. Success isn't always one giant breakthrough. Success sometimes look boring. Showing up, learning, practicing, posting, improving, trying again. These are all boring stuff. But these are the stuff that will lead you to success. And these things over and over until one day people look at you and say, wow, you became successful overnight. Bull crap. You didn't become successful overnight. No one becomes successful overnight. You have sleepless nights, you have stress, you have tears, you have depression, you go through a whole lot of stuff. Failures, losses. And then you think, overnight? You didn't see the nights. You didn't see the nights. Number 5, the habit of small improvement. Here's a simple challenge, and I'm challenging you tonight, guys. Don't try to become 100% better tomorrow. Try to become just a little better than you were yesterday. One better video, one better conversation, one new thing learned, one fear confronted, one task completed. Because one small improvement compounds. Think about planting a seed. You don't dig it up every morning and say, why aren't you a tree yet? You water it. You give it sunlight. You protect it. And you trust the process. Your dreams required the same thing. Some days you won't see growth, but that doesn't mean growth isn't happening. Let's take, for example, a lesson from the bamboo tree. There's a beautiful lesson from the Chinese bamboo tree. For years, you water it, nurture it, and care for it, while very little appears to be happening above the ground. But beneath the surface, something important is developing, the foundation. Then, when the conditions are right, the growth becomes visible. That's a powerful lesson for entrepreneurs. Sometimes you're working and thinking, where are my results? But you're learning, you're building confidence, you're developing discipline, you're making connections, you're becoming stronger. Never confuse invisible progress with no progress. And tonight, Jackie was supposed to ask me a question. She was supposed to ask me, Pat, what is one small habit that you believe had made the biggest difference in your journey? And I'll give her an answer. I'll give you guys an answer. For me, one of the small habits that make a biggest difference in my journey as a business entrepreneur is consistency. I preach consistency morning, noon, and night. I've learned that I don't have to be perfect. I have to be present. There are days that I'm tired. There are days life happens, but I kept showing up because success is not for the interested, success is for the consistent. And I'm telling you guys, the wake up, this is the wake up one. This is a wake up question for all of you. Let me ask you this question. If someone watched your daily habits for the next 30 days, but couldn't hear your dreams, would your habits show them where you say you're trying to go? Let me rephrase that. If someone watched your daily habits for 30 days, but couldn't hear your dreams, they don't know your dreams, would your habits show them where you say you're trying to go? Let that sit for a moment. Because we can say, I want financial freedom. But what are our habits? I want to build a business. But what are our habits? I want a healthier lifestyle. But what are our habits? Your goals tell us what you want. Your habits reveal what you are actually building. And this is my final message to you tonight, guys. Tonight, don't try to change your entire life. I don't want to change your entire life. Choose one hidden habit, one bad habit of yours. One. Maybe it's procrastination. Maybe it's negative self talk. Maybe it's spending too much time scrolling. Maybe it's starting things that not finishing. Maybe it's waiting until you feel motivated. Identify it. Identify that one hidden habit of yours. Then replace it with one small habit that moves you forward, moves you toward the person you want to become. Because your future isn't waiting somewhere 5 years from now. Your future is being built today. And the little things you repeat tomorrow, and in the day after that, and the day after that, and after that. So ask yourself tonight, are my habits taking me toward the future I want or quietly pulling me away from it? And I'll close tonight. It's 17 minutes, so we're on good track. And with that, we've come to the end of another wonderful chit chat with Pat and Jackie. Tonight, we want you to remember this. Big dreams are beautiful, but it's the small, consistent habits that bring those dreams to life. Pay attention to what you're doing every day, especially when nobody's watching. Because what, guys? Because those little choices are quietly writing the story of your future. Thank you to everyone who joined us tonight, commented, shared, and become part of this conversation. We appreciate every single one of you. If tonight's message touches you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. Until we meet again, keep learning, keep growing, keep believing, and most importantly, keep showing up for the life you're trying to create. From both of us, Pat and Jackie, who is not here, thank you for spending the time with us tonight. Have a beautiful and blessed evening, everyone. And remember, your future isn't created someday. It's created by what you repeatedly do today. So good night, everybody. We'll see you on the next time on Chit Chat with Pat and Jackie. Have a beautiful Saturday night, everybody. Thanks for watching.